And now, for your listening pleasure, and
moving along this week, it's Grief Moments Day, and grief is a topic I wish I did not know so much about. But because I do, I often have clients coming to me asking to just talk. That's fine too. I'm a great listener. I even took classes at a college level in listening. I'm Carolyn Sanic, life coach, author, High Value Woman. This is my podcast, Thrive, where for the next 2 to 3 minutes, I hope to help you thrive. Yes, there are college courses in listening. I know in my training and from my personal life, many people just want to be heard. When we grieve, it is often difficult to find people who will just let us talk about it. I had close friends drop me as a friend after my husband died. I had some who actually got nasty with me. I actually walked out of a restaurant when someone started to yell at me. Left her with the check too. I was that upset. It's not normal for me to do that. I've learned so much since that time. First of all, I stayed in grief therapy for 3 years. My grief therapy with a therapist. I also made that trip I talked about earlier this week to New Mexico to a special spa, where later my life went in the direction of that spa. Then I embraced 2 more types of therapies before I was able to write our love story and publish it. That book was called Fractured, Living with Grief. It is my first book. I became a life coach during that time. I wrote the book to help others, and guess who I helped the most? Myself, of course. It's always about learning to trust ourselves in life, and trusting ourselves in grief is a lonely path. We have to power through it, because we're the only ones who know the real pain. I still post grief posts on my Instagram account because I still grieve. It has been a test in my life, a test to my life too, and I've not failed. I have done okay, no quizzes, no exams. I finally built a tribe of beautiful people who support me emotionally, and I found this was exactly what I need. They listen. Find your listeners. It may take time, but they're out there, I promise. Again, I'm Carolyn Sanic, life coach, author, High Value Woman. This is my podcast, Thrive. Thank you all so much for listening, and that is a wrap.